Imagine spending only 4 days in New York City and having countless options for places to eat. Now, as a tourist with a limited amount of time, you want to ensure that the restaurants you're selecting have good food, a great atmosphere, and also excellent service. And that is where Google reviews come in. Now, as a small business owner, regardless of whether you are trying to attract tourists or locals, asking your patrons or customers to leave you a Google review can help you legitimize your small business, boost your search engine rankings online, and attract even more future customers. And today we're diving into Google reviews, and we're going to cover all of the essentials, including where you can find the link that you need to share with your customers, clients, and patrons in order for them to leave you a Google review. And then on top of it, what's allowed and what's not allowed according to Google in order for you to collect these valuable reviews, because you want to ensure that you are being compliant. So let's go ahead and get started. The information provided in this video is based on best practices as of August 26, 2023. Google's policies and guidelines may change over time, so always refer to the latest information from Google before implementing any strategies. Finding your review link. All right, before you can start raking in those reviews, you need to make it as easy as possible for somebody to leave you a review. And here's how you do it. Step 1. Claim your Google business profile. The very first step and the most important step is you have to be sure that you have claimed and verified your Google business profile. Now, if you don't know how to go about doing that and you're a little confused, don't worry, we have you covered. We've put together a very simple step-by-step one-sheeter that you can download for free. Just go to this website right here, enter your first name and your email address, and we'll send it your way. Step number 2, locating your review link. All right, so I'm going to tap into my laptop and show you exactly where you can find the link that you want to be sharing with all of your customers. All right, so first thing you're going to do is come over to Google and type in your business name. These options are going to appear at the very top here. Now, they're only going to appear once you claim your Google business profile. Select Ask for Reviews. It'll take you to this box right here. Hit Copy. That is the link you want to use. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the customer's end. Once I'm signed into Google and I use that link, it displays the box automatically. Step number 3, make it user-friendly. The key to collecting reviews is obviously to ask for them. And so there are a few simple but really effective strategies that you can start to implement in order to ask your customers or patrons for these reviews. You can send a follow-up email with your Google review link in the email asking for a customer to leave a review. Send a text that includes your Google review link after the customer makes a purchase from your business, asking them to leave a review. Create flyers, banners, business cards, or other marketing material that includes a QR code that will lead the customer straight to your Google review section. Now, if you're going to go the route of the QR code, you will have to create the QR code. So basically, you can go on there and you link that QR code to the web page that you're wanting to direct them to, which is going to be the link that we just acquired on the Google business profile. But you can utilize platforms like QR Tiger or Canva in order to really easily create these. So it's very simple to do that if you want to go that route. Now that you've got your link, let's talk about some of the ground rules. Google is very clear about what is allowed and what is not allowed in order to collect these reviews. And while I'm about to give you a brief synopsis of it, if you want to check out the complete set of guidelines and policies that they have in place, please go to this website right here. And you may want to bookmark it because it's always a good idea to just know if Google changes any of these in the future. You'll notice that when you come to this website, you can then scroll down through each individual topic in order to get more relevant information. We want to caution you, while you may be thinking that Google is a really big company, and so how are they going to know if you as a small business owner are actually compliant with their policies? Well, if you're willing to take that chance, then more power to you. But we can tell you that if you are found breaking any of these ground rules, Google does have the right to actually delete all of your Google reviews, or the ones that they think are not in compliance with their policies. And on top of it, even worse, if it's something egregious, they could delete your Google business profile. So are you willing to lose your visibility online if you're caught doing any of these things you're not supposed to be doing? What is allowed? Soliciting reviews. It's totally fine to ask your customers, patrons, or clients to leave you a review, but always emphasize honesty and ask them to share their genuine experience. Ask individual customers for reviews. Google does specify don't solicit reviews from customers in bulk, which means that one of the best ways that you can ask a customer for a review is to do it in a timely manner. So right after they make a purchase or right after they have visited your storefront. Now, this will help you if you get in the habit of doing this regularly. It will prevent you from going out there and trying to send out these bulk request for reviews. For example, what you don't want to do is look to see how many email addresses you have on file for the last year and then send out a mass message asking everybody on that email list to go ahead and submit a Google review. You don't want to do that. So just get in the habit of making it a part of your process to ask for the review after a customer has made a purchase or has come in to visit your small business, and you'll be good to go. Respond to reviews. Now, Google highly recommends that regardless of whether you get a positive review or a negative review, that you actually respond back and address the review. Now, responding not only shows that you value feedback, but it does also show that you are continuously trying to improve as a small business. Report reviews that violate Google's policies. If you get a review that happens to include any of the following: harassment, hate speech, offensive content, sexually explicit content, violence and gore, etc., then flag it and submit it to Google so that they can go in and review it and determine if it needs to be taken down. Now, there are a lot of other things included in that list, so if you want to see a full list of all of that inappropriate behavior and content that's not allowed in reviews, go to this website right here, so that way you can read up on it and you know what you're able to flag. I do want to say this. It is very hard to get a Google review taken down. So if it does not meet any of these criteria that Google has already outlined as inappropriate behavior, it's going to be hard for you to get a Google review taken down. The only way they will delete it is if it happens to violate any of these already predetermined policies with regards to the inappropriate behavior. Additionally, that webpage that I just shared with you will also explain and walk you through how to go about submitting it and reporting it to Google if you do happen to come across a review that does not comply with Google's policies. What is not allowed? Being selective about who you ask to leave you a review. Google specifically states that selectively soliciting positive reviews from customers goes against their policies. And that happens to include selecting people based off of whether you think they're going to leave you a good review or a negative review. That's a big no-no. You need to give people equal opportunity to leave you reviews regardless of whether you think that's going to be good or bad. This is also known as review gating. Encourage only positive reviews. You cannot sway or ask your customers or clients for a particular type of review. So you don't want to say, leave us a positive review. You just need to ask them for the review in general. It's important to understand that the reason Google doesn't want us doing this is because it's important to them that their patrons know that Google reviews are actually factual. We've all seen this across the board. How many times have you gone onto Amazon to look at a product that you want to purchase, and then when you click on the reviews, you can tell that most of the people have been paid to leave those reviews. It just doesn't do well for the platform. They want to ensure that they keep their reviews honest and true to a person's perspective and their experience. And so they don't want any possibility of a small business or any business in general just being able to sway a customer into leaving a particular type of review. Asking or encouraging employees to leave reviews. Google considers this a big conflict of interest, and rightfully so. On top of that, the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, also stipulates that this is a big no-no. So it goes against all of their policies as well in regards to reviews and testimonials. Buying fake reviews. Believe it or not, there are companies out there that will actually contact small businesses and promise them to leave reviews that can fly under Google's radar. They are liars. That is not something you want to be participating in, and please just steer away from that. If you get caught purchasing reviews, you will get those reviews taken down, and you could be penalized by getting your Google business profile just eliminated and taken down as well. So you don't want to be doing that. That is very, very egregious, and Google takes that very seriously. Offering money, rewards, or incentives for Google review. Now, this may come as a surprise to you because everybody out there does it, right? So we've seen small businesses out there asking people to leave reviews to be entered into a drawing or things like that. Well, Google specifically states, don't offer or accept money in exchange for reviews. And this includes discounts, gifts, and giveaways. Now, while you may be thinking that that's not fair because it's hard to get people excited about leaving you reviews, just know that Google has taken action against businesses that have incentivized people for Google reviews. So there's precedent for it, and it's better to just steer away from it. The rule of thumb is that if you set up a process that is consistent with your customers and clients where you are asking them for those reviews, you're not going to have to do this other stuff because you're not playing catch up. Does it take time to actually build up those reviews on Google? Yes, absolutely, just like any good marketing initiative will. But it is worth the effort, and if you set up your process correctly and some automation, it can help you to get those reviews. And there you have it. Those are the basics, everything you need to know in order to start collecting Google reviews for your small business today. Now, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below, or if you found any of these to be particularly interesting or surprising as far as the don'ts, go ahead and let me know in the comments below as well. Now, remember that building a good reputation takes years and time. Same goes for an online reputation. Hopefully not years though. You can actually start to build that consistency in your processes so that you can collect these reviews, pretty frequently and start to build that base. Now, if you're an SOB, small loan business owner, stick around and watch this next video right here. And don't forget to hit subscribe down below because we have over 200 marketing videos available for you to watch today, right now. So go check those out. And don't forget that we have a website at www.theseasonedmarketer.com where we have freebies and other resources for you there. So go check it out. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next week. Same time and place.